Welcome back to another Pixie Live. It's your girl, Mashe, and you know the vibes. We are here every single day, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and yeah, another day, another Pixie Live, another day where us as the community can basically connect with one another and, just be safe and it's basically your space for clarity, calm, and a little fairy magic in the middle of this wild, ever evolving crypto world. So, today we are going deep. We're talking global events, market shifts, unseen trends, narrative changes, and naturally, of course, naturally, our girl Pixie, the Solana born fairy who's quietly becoming one of the most interesting meme projects to watch. So, today we are going to have an in depth breakdown. So, settle in, breathe, maybe grab something warm to drink, tea, coffee, and yeah, let's begin. So, as you know, as always, every single day, let's start with what's happening globally because crypto does not move in isolation, guys. No, that does not happen here. So, every chart you see and every candle that forms is a reaction to a far bigger stage. Right now, the world is dealing with pressure points on multiple fronts, guys. It's just coming from all directions, basically. There is a shift, there's shifting interest rate expectations, mixed inflation data, energy price uncertainty, geopolitical tension, and AI driven tech booming, reshaping global capital flows. And these things don't just affect stocks, no, they affect risk appetite, liquidity, trading volumes, and how much confidence people have in speculative assets. So, yeah, guys, there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Yeah, this week specifically, sorry about that. This week specifically, the markets are basically reacting to a mild upstick in US inflation, a renewed discussions around central bank policy easing, Europe's mixed growth signals, and Asia's markets tightening liquidity conditions. And I'm sure you're probably asking, what does that do? You know? Basically, what that does is it creates an environment where people hesitate. They rotate money into safer assets while waiting for clarity. Yeah, guys, but crypto loves uncertainty. Volatility is where crypto breeds. I hope y'all are still with me and still following, and you know, yeah, like we're still in it together, guys. You know. But yeah, anyways, let's zoom into Bitcoin a bit. It's still moving in a controlled consolidation range, a kind of quiet coil, and historically, these coils happen before big moves up or down. Yeah, and then Ethereum, on the other hand, is dealing with reduced staking flows, competition from L2s, a slowdown in developer deployments, and capital rotation into faster, lower cost ecosystems, guys. So this doesn't mean ETF is weak. I mean, ETH is weak. It means it's redefining its purpose, guys. So yeah, that's just, a brief summary of everything. But yeah, meanwhile, Bitcoin dominance is showing signs of softening, which is usually a precursor to alt season behavior, or at least money flowing toward mid cap opportunities. So yeah, then something fresh that is happening in altcoins this month. Not a pump, not a hype wave, but a shift in narrative. So we're seeing utility-based coins gaining stronger footing, cross-chain solutions becoming default. What else are we seeing? These are just things, guys, that I've looked up, researched. There is AI integrated blockchain tools and clever meme projects blending story and tech. Like, how cool is that? Like, that is so cool, guys. And this is very different. This is a very different landscape from 2021. Back then, it was raw hype. Today, it's storytelling supported by infrastructure, basically. So, yeah, there's a lot happening. I hope you guys are keeping up with me. Are you guys keeping up with me? I hope you are keeping up with me. Just let me know in the chat if y'all still keeping up, you're not keeping up, just let me know. Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Yeah, so basically, from what I last said, today it's storytelling supported by infrastructure. And guys, this is where Pixie beautifully fits in. But we'll get to our girl in a second. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you fear. We will get to our girl. Yeah, let's just talk about Solana because it's central to today's movement, crypto movement. So basically, Solana is no longer just the fast chain. It's developed into an ecosystem personality, fast, expressive, community driven, experimental. Yeah, she's a lot. But anyways, basically what we're seeing is that we're seeing new meme coins launch daily, increased institutional flows, rapid NFT innovation, one of the strongest developer communities in crypto, and last but not least, guys, new infrastructure that reduces congestion and failed transactions. And basically, in this environment, identity tokens, character tokens, meme tokens with clear personalities. Hope y'all are keeping up and see where I'm getting with this, hopefully. But yeah, basically, yeah, identity tokens, character tokens, meme tokens with clear personalities actually perform really well. Yeah, and Pixie being one of Solana's fairy themed, story forward meme coins fit this chapter of Solana perfectly. Like, it basically fits like a glove. It fits like a door. I mean, a key unlocking a door. Like, it fits perfectly. Perfectly, 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 guys. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think about Pixie being on Solana. If you guys have any thoughts, just let me know in the chat what you have in mind. Yeah, I would love to hear what the community is thinking, because after all, Pixie is stronger. Pixie is made strong by us, the community. So yeah. Anyways, now finally, let's get to our girl Pixie, our fairy, our just our little. She's such a ball of warmth, guys. Like, I hope you guys understand that. She's so cool. What do y'all think about Pixie? Like, just let me know if there's any new members of the community. If you're new here, just let me know, like, what are your thoughts on Pixie? If you've been an OG day one, yeah, as well, what are your thoughts on Pixie? Like, what do you want to see from her, you could definitely drop it down below in the chat, and we will just take the community's ideas into consideration. And yeah, but anyways, let's get to our girl Pixie. Not as hype, guys, not as noise, but as a character, a presence, a symbol inside the Solana ecosystem. So yeah, for anyone new watching the stream, this is basically Pixie's origin story. I'm sure the OG members have heard this so many times, but guys, our community is growing every single day. Every single day we have new people, so we obviously have to introduce them and just give them basically a brief summary of our girl Pixie. So yeah, if you are new to the stream and are new to the community, just drop new in the chat. Yeah, you could definitely drop new in the chat. Yeah, but anyways, this is Pixie's origin story, guys. And for all our returning family members, this is your chance to connect deeper with the fairy at the heart of our community. So yes, the OGs, the day ones, please, let's give a warm welcome to any new members. If I had sound effects, I would literally use that clapping sound effect thingy. But yeah, guys, basically Pixie wasn't born from hype. She wasn't created for a frenzy or a chart or a moment. Pixie was inspired by the earliest era of crypto, when creativity and curiosity were pure. Back when the internet felt like an unexplored land, but yeah, back when early Bitcoin websites had little surprises in their code, subtle design flourishes, whimsical Easter eggs. One of those Easter eggs was a tiny fairy, barely unnoticeable. And when I say barely, barely unnoticeable, tucked into the corner of an early reference design. A little spark of imagination left in a revolution built by dreamers and programmers, guys. Something on my eye, sorry. Yeah, years passed, crypto grew, the culture changed, but the idea of that fairy survived as a whisper. Our girl was in the shadows, in the closet, guys, but yeah, and then someone brought her back, not as a nostalgic artifact, but as a symbol of, what can I say, rebirth, basically. A reminder that the heart of crypto is experimentation, magic, risk, belief, and community. That fairy, guys, became Pixie. So yeah, basically, who is Pixie? Just to give an analysis of what she is and what she's about. Pixie represents curiosity, agility, creativity, lightness in a heavy market, a market that is so volatile, unpredictable at times. Pardon me. Resilience, she represents resilience through volatility and the magic of early internet culture brought into modern Solana. She's playful but not silly. She's light but not shallow. She's whimsical but quietly powerful. And that duality is what makes her interesting as a meme coin, guys. So basically that's our girl Pixie. She isn't loud, she isn't aggressive, she isn't trying to force herself into people's faces. You know how these meme coins are, y'all? These are the characters. Mm-mm. Our girl isn't trying to force herself. She, you know, she grows quietly and she builds through community, energy, consistent presence, story, and now, oh, I'm so excited. I don't even think I can say this, but okay, it's on our X community, but now our upcoming NFTs. Guys, we have NFTs coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are excited, are as excited as I am. But yeah, one of the newest updates and something everyone in the Pixie community should keep an eye on, guys, is the launch of Pixie NFTs. These won't be rushed, they won't be random. They're being crafted carefully to match the aesthetic and personality of Pixie herself, guys. So each NFT will represent a piece of her mythos, a fragment of her aesthetic, a presence in her growing universe. And I'm sure you guys probably want to know more, how is this all gonna, what's the theme, what's the vibe? Definitely more information will be released soon. So guys, stay alert, stay tuned, and make sure you're in the community channels when updates drop. Please, that is very essential that you're in our Telegram community, you are in our X community, as well as you do have access to the Pixie website. Those are the three essential places that you should have access to, because that's where all our latest updates will be at and will be placed first. So yes, guys, let's be up to date, y'all. Let us be up to date, guys. That is very essential. So yeah, anyways, zooming out again, let's head into some global events affecting the markets this week. Whew. Yeah, it's a lot, but I'll just try and summarize everything for you guys. Yeah, so basically, I'm sure I have mentioned these earlier in the week, but yeah, just to keep up our new community members, keep them up to date with global news. Basically, liquidity is tightening in Asia. So what this means is that this often creates short-term pressure on risk assets globally, and then shifts in US tech earnings. So the AI companies continue to dominate, pulling some speculative capital away from crypto. And then there is basically renewed geopolitical tensions, and whenever the world feels unstable, investors adjust their strategies, guys. You guys know how everything lately has just been so unstable, so unsure. But yeah, man, and this is why coins with strong identity, community first tokens with stories tend to remain stable emotionally, even when the charts are shaky, guys. So yeah, basically our girl Pixie is not shaken, because why? Our community is strong, our community is together, and we are unmovable. If we stay strong as a community. Hence I always emphasize on our lives to basically engage with one another, go on the X spaces, join our X spaces that we do host, where we can just get to know one another and interact with one another, so that we do build a strong bond as a community, guys. It's a very, 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 very essential. I cannot emphasize it enough. Yeah. But anyways, let's, move on. Basically, guys, crypto culture is evolving again. We're ever evolving, ever innovating. Basically, right now, we're in a phase where characters matter, community energy speaks louder than VC backing, storytelling drives engagement, and nostalgia blends with forward looking innovation. We're seeing projects revive old internet aesthetics. We're seeing some meme tokens infuse narrative layers. We're seeing law become a form of value, guys. So, yes, there's a lot that's evolving, it's a lot to take in. Hence, it's essential to stay on top and to just keep up with everything and be up to date with the latest news, with the latest technologies, with the latest infrastructures, just everything, it's essential. So, hence why you guys are here, because I keep you guys up to date. If you really, really genuinely can't, don't worry. This is the place where you'll get all the latest updates on the markets, what's happening out there, so that it does obviously have a direct effect on the market. So, if you are up to date with everything, everything will be flowing for you, basically. And yeah, anyways, with everything just evolving and ever changing in our space, this is exactly the ecosystem where Pixie thrives, guys. Yes, our girl is thriving in this ecosystem. But y'all, if you guys have any thoughts or comments on what I've said so far, please do let me know in the chat below, because obviously um this is not a monologue. Of course, it's not a monologue. It's a dialogue where we need to interact and just build a strong bond. It's very, very, very essential. So yeah, I'm so happy to be here with y'all. So happy. It just gives me pride and joy to know that, we have a community that is here every single day, and basically, here for our girl Pixie. Where would she be without y'all? No way. But yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So yeah, let's just take a look at a few breakout projects across chains, not as financial advice, but as a cultural analysis. So yeah, on Solana we're seeing high-speed meme launches, experimental yield concepts, hybrid identity-based tokens, and cross-chain connected characters, guys. Then with Ethereum, more infrastructure than culture, institutional money moving slowly, and last but not least, narrative-driven NFT collections building momentum once again, guys. So yeah, and then on base and smaller chains, we're seeing micro meme economies. What else are we seeing? New characters popping up daily. Then communities forming instantly around story-driven concepts, guys. So basically, this is a storytelling era, and Pixie sits in a in a perfect intersection of nostalgia, personality, and meme and modern meme energy. So yeah, if you have any thoughts of what I've just said on what's happening on the chains, you could definitely drop it down below. If you guys have seen or heard of any new breakout projects across the chains, you could definitely let the community know down below. For those of you who are watching this live after it's been released, you could definitely as well drop it down below in the comments. So yeah, if y'all have anything to update the community with, we are more than open to hearing you out and hearing what the community has to say, you know. Yes, we love to hear your ideas, thoughts, opinions. Yeah, guys, just let us know. Yes, and now I just want to talk deeper about the role of the community. So basically, most coins rise and fall on hype, but the coins that last rely on culture. And culture is basically built through consistency, identity, storytelling, and community participation, guys. And most importantly, belief. When a community grows around a character like Pixie, something unique happens, guys. It becomes emotionally collective, it becomes creative, it basically becomes a shared world. Then, yeah, guys, yeah, that's basically the role of community, and you guys have an important, like an extremely important role in making what Pixie is. It's not just us giving you Pixie, providing the projects and the NFTs, but it's all for you. You know, without you, there would be no Pixie. You know, Pixie is for her community essentially. So yeah, that's just you know, our point basically. You know, community is so important. It's very, very important. And then you know, this year's meta is all about hybrid identity tokens, tokens that aren't trying to be financial innovations but cultural anchors. And Pixie fits this meta elegantly, guys. You know, she's nostalgic, she's modern, she's simple to understand, she has character, she has aesthetic identity, she has emotional appeal, and now she is expanding through NFTs, and I'm so excited. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. That combination makes her a long-term cultural player, not a short-term hype coin. And yeah, guys, if you guys have any thoughts, you could definitely just drop it down below in the chat. For those of you who are rewatching this after, drop it down below in the comment section. Yes, like we would love to hear what your thoughts are on this. Yeah, you know, just let us know. You guys, we need to hear what the community is saying, you know. We have to, after all, this is built on you. But yeah, guys, you know, I think this is a wrap. I think we've come to the end of our live. And as we wrap up this live, I want to leave you with this thought. As you know, every single time when we close up our lives, just something to think about, you know, after this live, whenever you have free time. Crypto is not just charts, it's humans, it's stories, it's symbols, it's communities breathing life into digital characters. And Pixie is one of those characters. She is gentle but strong, small but meaningful, quiet but present, a reminder of early internet spirit, revived through Solana's speed, energy, and creativity. And her world is just beginning to unfold, guys. So yeah, stay tuned stay connected, and if you're part of the Pixie family, keep watching on the horizon. You know, keep you just be updated. Then yeah, the fairy light is only getting brighter, guys. You know, girl Pixie is only just spreading her wings now. Yeah, you know, I'm Amashe, and thank you for spending this time with me. I really, really, truly am honored to have your time. And as you know, same time, same place. We're here tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Wherever you are in the world, I think um, Central Europe, it's 10 p.m. and then not 8 p.m. Nigerian time, and then 9 p.m. South African time, because we do have, yes, you know, viewers, of course, around the world. So if you are from any other part of the world that I did not list below, please do let me know, and I will announce your time zone the next live. So yeah, just stay tuned, same time, same place, here tomorrow again. And it's your girl Mashe, and we are out. Bye guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow again. Peace and love. Bye.